Be biased, right? Okay. All right, we have the
Wallball
open
plate
doubles.
finals here. Chris Gavgan,
Small
and
ball
I've got a
plate
special
final.
guest here, all the way
Dan
from
Grant
the
and
UK,
Christian
Mr. Luke
against
Thompson,
Jack
the number 4
O'Shea
seed in the
and
big ball. How you doing, Luke?
O'Connor.
I'm very good, thank you, Chris. Yeah, really nice to be here. It's an amazing venue. I've got some fellow Brits that are about to take on a fearsome Irish
This
pair.
is it's a big. This is going to be a great game. So we've got JP O'Connor and Jack O'Shea, and we've got from the English corner, we've got Dan Grant and Christian Blackaby. Our referee for this match is Jared Vale. So
good luck, gentlemen.
we're interesting game here. Obviously, Christian and Dan don't really play small ball, one ball. They're very much big ball players. The Irish lads, Jack and JP, they play four ball, so they're used to that ball on a regular basis, but they don't play much one ball. So it's we'll see how this goes. So
Absolutely. I'm not sure. I would assume that the Irish playing with the ball would have a bigger advantage, but maybe it's going to support the English, who know the angles of the
one ball.
wall.
Yeah.
So
And in fairness, the lads played really well in the doubles. They brought Isaiah and Eric to a tiebreaker, Dan and Christian yesterday. So they in that first game they just boxed them out, kept them out the back. So like the lads really know how to play one ball in fairness.
yeah, they do, and I mean the interesting thing for these guys when they're playing this is obviously in one wall you want to dominate with positions. You want to control the front of the court. You want to use your body to block and kind of all the things that you would semi-expect you'd do in the small ball as well. But actually watching the game yesterday when they played the Americans, whoever was on the front looked vulnerable.
Yes.
Because when the ball was being hit hard at them and it was going at their feet and they're in front, they didn't have time to react. So
yeah, they were being kind of handcuffed by the ball coming out of them at pace, like so.
A little bit like that, just there, where
Yes.
that ball has come up hard at Christian's feet. He's at the front. He's then trying to take it on his back foot. Whereas actually the team at the back are kind of stepping into the ball. So it's going to be interesting. And then you saw exactly the same thing again. The guy at the front is more vulnerable than the guy at the back. So it's kind of the opposite of one more, really.
So we'll with JP. JP's this is a little bit different from Jack and JP here. They were actually switched around in the first game. They were playing traditionally as if they would have played in four-wall, and Jack went on the right, JP went on the left. They switched around to a one-ball style where your dominant hand is in the middle of the court. Jack goes and rolls it there. Great shot with the fist. Kind of played 60 by 30 shot, so he did. Christian with an overhand serve here. Puts it deep out to Jack, and Dan digs it out. That's two hand errors from JP there. They haven't JP hasn't settled into this, but once he does, he's very effective with the left hand. He can put a lot of reverse and a lot of spin on that.
4 serves 3.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting battle here, I think. I think the tactic for the Brits has got to be to try and keep the ball as high as possible. I think when the two Irish are used to their sort of underhand swing, generating a lot of power, I think when the ball's low, it's going to suit them more. Obviously, Christian's height is a big advantage when the ball gets up.
He's a big man. He's a big man in fairness, and Dan is very effective. If he can get in front of his opponent, he could be a really good blocker. That was a good spin from Jack. He just kind of put enough of a reverse on it to create that hand error from Dan.
Fellas, can you see 2 small balls went over? Can you see if you can get them?
Jared trying to get some of the
2
balls
of them,
back.
the small ones.
There is a running theme here that when the ball goes over, it rarely comes back. There's
really hard.
A lot of people playing and trying to get on court, and it's hard to find the balls when they.
What you often see is someone holding a handball up above their head, looking around, and no one knowing where to put it or where it came from. So there's a good few balls going missing at the moment, but we're not going to worry about that. There's plenty of handballs around here anyway.
There are. So it's a really close game. This. Both teams edging their way into it. A few hand errors.
Yeah. So. This is again a different code than the big ball. Both like in fairness, both doubles teams have kind of settled in well so far. The Irish
6 serves 5
with a 2-point lead here at the moment. Good deep serve from from JP. Jack is quick, in fairness, he gets in there quick.
That is the shot that I think is going to be really important to both teams. Again, you know, the player when the player's in front of you, if you can jam it down towards their feet, bit of backspin, so it's pulling downwards.
Yeah.
It's really difficult for people to control whilst they're trying to move backwards and adjust their feet and deal with the ball that's bouncing up into them.
Yeah.
Correct, sorry.
4 or 5 of the points so far have all come in that way, and we're only 11 points in the game.
Yeah. So
6-6.
You've been over to America, New York especially, playing Wallball a good few times over the last couple of years. I know you were over this summer just gone as well. Would you have played much small ball?
No, I've not played any small ball, and that is a relatively deliberate choice because I have soft hands compared to some of these other competitors, and that ball is pretty hard compared to a big ball.
Stick with what you know.
Yeah.
Bear the devil you know, as they say.
Absolutely, I'm always very impressed by these guys. The English guys, interestingly, are wearing 5s gloves.
Yeah, so they were called gardening gloves by Ollie Cassidy earlier on the week.
Ah, right.
So that was entertaining. I think he got a couple of messages about that from the English fans watching the stream. But yeah. So would you have started by playing rugby 5s or Eton 5s or something?
Yeah, exactly that. I was a rugby 5s player. I started to do quite well for myself playing in some of the competitions when I was younger, and it was Dan Grant actually, who is on court now, who one day watching me play said, "Why don't you come try Wallball?" And the journey began there. So credit to the man on court.
And your first competition was in Brafey House in Westport.
It was.
Just outside Castlebar.
Yeah, it was my first ever international tournament. It was a timed game, which is again
tough,
very unusual for any sport really. So I remember that one, and I was wearing 5s gloves playing handball.
No way.
So that was good fun.
Yeah, they were good days when the Wallball was played. The Irish Nationals was played in my own home county of Mayo. Good pick by Jack. Is playing really well here. He's moving really well. He's picking a lot of ball here.
And and it very nearly hit JP. JP did very well to get out of the way. In America, they call that a Tony, where you leave the ball and it goes on to hit your opponent because they're expecting you to hit it. And named after Tony Roberts.
Very good.
Oh,
serious, very good.
It's a nice angle.
Good angle, and in fairness, Christian really got a hand on there. He's like, his reach makes a big difference in the game. Really.
He does.
Just one step, and he's halfway across the court.
He is very long, is Christian Blackaby. He's got brilliant hands, and he's a super quick learner. He's really impressive whenever he picks up a new hand-based sport, of which there are many around Europe. Yeah, he is the one that tends to adapt the quickest. So,
really? Wow, there's always some of that. In fairness to JP, he's got a lot to learn. He's kind of getting stuck on JP's serve there. He's getting a bit of a spin on it, so that's... I've no doubt he'll adapt by all accounts here.
9 serving 12.
So we're at 9-12 here to the Irish lads. But a long way to go. It's a good shot by Dan.
It is. And again, we've talked about Christian being a very tall individual.
10 serving 12.
Make sure the ball is driven just to the left or the right of Christian. It can be very difficult to see around him.
That's a screen.
Especially when it's on JP's left and he can't see it.
Still got two serves in.
Yeah, so JP obviously natural lefty as well, so but like when Christian using all his height and reach to kind of block him out there. Good. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the Irish lads so far. They've kind of settled into it, especially Jack. He's doing a lot of damage from that left hand side. I saw his doubles partner Dominic Lynch,
10 serves
his usual
13.
doubles partner for the Irish 4-World Championship. He plays doubles with him in the 60 by 30 and 40 by 20. Dominic won the Masters title in the Wallball 2 weeks ago in Kilglass. He beat James Doyle in the final.
11-13.
So Dominic's #1 seed in the Masters for this event.
The long ball.
Gotta say.
Second serve.
This is nip and tuck here. with rally scoring, this could go either way yet. Jack puts it out the left-hand side, dug out by Dan.
Hold it.
Oh,
You had the backswing.
Jared Vale calling the block.
Can't help it.
Christian
It was called.
rolls out.
He caught
11 serves 13.
contact on the backswing.
Replay. What? Two serves. 11-13.
Again, JP was trying to move out of the way, so it wasn't an avoidance.
He was trying to give him room for sure.
It's a signal.
Not sure that makes it any better for Christian Blackaby.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's a signal when that happens, but got to play to the referee's call. See Jack really moving in to go out and pick every ball.
14-11.
Yeah, he's very good low, isn't he, Jack? I mean, he's definitely the dominant player on the ball, on the court when the ball is low.
Yeah.
I think the key for me in this game for the Brits is any time Dan gets set up with overarm swing, which he actually hits very cleanly, and he hits with a cut, so it will drag back down from the wall into the floor quicker.
Yeah.
He just needs to not put it straight down the middle of the court. He needs to try and use the body of him or his partner, because Christian's always in front when they get into the rally. So just don't put it down in the middle, because otherwise it's on the right hand of the power side player.
15-12.
He's going to hit it back at your feet.
Sorry. 14-13. My bad. 13. Yep. Sorry. 13-14.
Throwing himself in there, talking to the referee. Correct to the referee. He loves being right. That's a good deep serve from Dan.
14-14.
14 all.
So
long ball.
Getting to crunch time.
So this plate final is 1 game to 21 by the way, guys.
Serve.
So we're coming into the latter part of the match, and this anybody's game here. Okay, good shot by JP just to use the power to push Dan out of his comfort zone, which is generally at the lines. So Luke, number 4 seed.
14-15.
You're playing tomorrow, is it? Or
I am. First game tomorrow.
Perfect. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting stuck into the championship now.
Yeah, for sure. I've watched it for a couple of days.
The last one we got.
Trying to get on court. Any opportunity to get used to the bounce and play these super lovely courts. But yeah, no, I'm ready to go. I've been training hard and really looking forward to it.
Good. Yeah, so we're going from early tomorrow morning. I know the first game on court 2 is going to be the number 2 seed and Tyrone Cook. He's going to be playing
15-15.
Cormac Finn, who had a spectacular win earlier on over Mikkel. There's an 11-10 tiebreaker, and yeah, we'll be reposting that on socials because Cormac, in fairness, was very emotional after a personal tragedy and dug it out. Really got to say that was a spectacular match.
Yeah, I mean, just the noise from the crowd was impressive in itself, and
it's just one of the gotta say it's the moment of the tournament so far.
Sure, Mikkel is a really strong player on the European tour, so that is a very impressive win.
Hold it.
Yeah.
He had a chance to play the ball, and you were behind him. You're gonna play it again.
Yeah, good call by the referee there. Again, Christian kind of walking in after the shot, and kind of took the shot away from JP as well. So
we got 2 serves, 16-15.
16-15 here. Anybody's game. Who's going to go and take it out here? That's good power from Dan.
That is the shot. That is the shot. Attack the guy closest to the wall. Low and hard.
But I know we're at the end of the day here and close to the end of the stream.
16-16.
What a day's handball we've had here in Limerick today at the O'Neills.com World Wallball Championships. All this provided by TG Carr Sport. So a big thank you to our sponsors and TG Carr for give us the opportunity to showcase this amazing facility and some amazing games. JP goes back out to Christian's right hand. Dan digs it out. Christian uses his body really well. It's impossible to see the ball when he stands there.
There are long legs that ball just went through.
Sure are.
And that's the shot. That is the shot. You have to use his body.
16-17.
Christian is.
Sorry, guys. 17-16.
Christian
Rally
is
scoring.
using that as a tactic, which is to get in front. He holds position really well. He does it in big ball.
Yeah.
Really difficult to see round, but it's only effective if your partner
uses him.
Yeah. Wow, what a shot from Dan.
You obviously you've more experience than anyone playing with Dan. Like Dan's a safe pair of hands.
18-16.
Just really steady. Doesn't make many hand errors. Doesn't really put much into the floor either.
He's got great hands, Dan. Like he's got a lovely right hand, overarm. He's done it back to him. Look at that.
Good.
Tap out.
Gotta say, JP stood his ground there well.
That is two big strong blokes.
18-17.
Battling for front court position. And JP came out on top.
So only a point in it. The English lads with the lead here. JP digs out.
Hold it.
These last couple of points, Christian's really used his body, kind of blocking out JP.
You got one serve, Christian.
He has, yeah, and it's exactly what they need to do when they're in front.
Ball is deep.
Oh, he's only got one serve because they just gave away the block.
Just gave away the block. So yeah, that's a specific rule in small ball. That if you block, then the second serve then you're on second serve. So mistake there by Christian by being so aggressive.
He's done well.
Oh, hand error by JP though. He puts it into the ground, and the English lads are 2 points away.
Hold it. Okay, 18 plays 19.
JP and Jack, can they go and steal this away from the English lads? The last couple of points here. It's anyone's game so far. They're all battling for the middle of the court. Jack goes to fly the ball. He's in. Who's up next? JP off his right. Puts it back down the line.
Hold it.
Oh, it was the right shot. It was
nice
the right
shot. It was great. It was a good shot. And do you know what? JP got his hand on it and kept it in as well.
He did. He made the right movement
19.
to showcase he was getting to that ball.
Christian moved his leg out of the way, and
that was long.
That was close.
Yeah.
Second serve.
Only a point in it here. Who's going to go and take the win here? Opportunity for JP. Dan digs out.
Good adjustment.
It's a good shot by Jack. And that's another good shot by Jack.
Hold it.
Oh, Jack moving out of the way.
Great rally. Jack is really going for the angles.
JP, one serve.
Like to see.
He's got great movement as well. Great footwork. Like he's on his toes. He's lean. He gets around the court really well. I'd say he's played very well in this match. Good shot by Jack. He's up again.
Down.
That's down.
Oh.
So the scores come together. This is a race to who's going to score 2 points in a row.
This is the plate final we all wanted to see.
Yeah, 100%.
Deep.
It's a long serve. He's lucky.
I think the thing
One
I
serve.
really like about Jack's game actually is quite often people are quite quick going laterally, so good going left and right.
Yes.
But actually he's really quick going front and back as well.
Yeah.
He gets forward really well. Big
Opportunity
chance.
for Jack. He puts a good angle on it. Oh, it's a good
Oh,
block.
it's clever from Dan.
Yeah, good block. He had both lads out of position. Strikes it straight through the middle. Yeah, good shot. So we are at game point.
We have
here.
match point, plays 19.
So Dan Grant with the serve.
Deep.
It's a long serve. He goes aggressive.
Second serve.
It's a long.
Did hit that one hard.
Jack puts it out,
it's
and it's that's the game. 21-19. Good finish.
Great finish, brilliant game. I think the England lads should be chuffed with that.
Yeah, they should be delighted with that. It's a good win for them. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the Open Small Ball Doubles Final. We will have Willie Polanco and Joe Kaplan, please. See Eric Lee warming up. We'll be back in 2 minutes.